You're watching Scorching and Swearing with your host, Brandon Swear.
Hello, and welcome on into another amazing episode of Scorching and Swearing. I'm your host, Brandon Swear, and hey, have two peppers here. It is super late tonight. Wanted to make sure I got some, reviews in. So ultimately, that led me down the path of here I am tonight. It's nice and late, and I decided to pick two pods from Jacob Deathridge of Deathridge peppers. This is the Big Yellow Mama and the Big Mustard Mama. Without further ado, I'll definitely be diving into these. So Jacob Deathridge, if you don't know him, phenomenal grower in the Primo Wrecking Crew, and just, growing some absolute heat. The these mama line, if you will, are beautiful. Definitely this Big Mustard Mama, digging the overall shape on this. But as always, we will cut these open and get this rolling. So you know what, we're gonna start with the yellow. We'll start with the yellow and then we'll go to the mustard. So get a nice cut. Pretty darn oily on the knife. Digging that. Oh, phenomenal aroma going on here. Get that nice and zoomed in. Boom. Man, these are definitely hot. They I'll say they burn very unique compared to most peppers. I personally prefer these to slice as I did here, long ways, and I'll throw them on a torta, and man, it just brings a nice pop to the overall sandwich. And I'll do 2 or 3 on those, but man, salivating already. But I'm Brandon Swear, and this is Scorching and Swearing, Big Yellow Mama. Instantly sweet, instantly citrusy. Hot. All right. Rather hearty pepper. Wanted to make sure I got it all. Nice thin-walled pepper. Phenomenal flavor. Phenomenal. So right off the bat, bite into it. Got this lovely, juicy, sweet burst going on in your mouth. That citrus notes hand off straight from the sweet into the citrus, and the citrus rides out for a good while. Then you start to feel, as the heat starts to build, the citrus also starting to slowly hand that transition off. I'm still tasting all the sweet, citrusy goodness all in my gums and mouth, but it is slowly just subsiding in that flavor as it goes down. Really, the burn on this, the initial punch, not too bad. Very nice, very smooth, carries forward great, but the overall burn kind of really lingers towards the back of the mouth, and really that back lower jawline is where it's hanging on me for this. A little bit now touch in the throat, but man, all in all, phenomenal pepper. And definitely one that if you haven't tried any of the Mama line, whether that be the Big Black Mama, the Big Caramel Mama, Mustard Mama, Red Mama, Yellow Mama, these are phenomenal peppers. Definitely check them out. Well, they do burn, interestingly, in a different way. They will linger they will ramp up, and you know, I've seen a lot of people go into a bit of a panic over them. So definitely a great one to jump into. But let's go ahead and get this one cut open. Salivating like wild right now, feeling it you know, pretty much subside in the throat, feeling a little bit of chest warmth. Just now started to open up the sinuses a little, but let's see into the, man, that is oily, oily, oily yet again. It's not doing it justice. Oh, there we go. I saw it for a second. But let's get a, oh man, phenomenal aroma. Very chinense right off the bat. Also has a nice earthy note to it as well. Some would call this like a little bit of a earthy, grassy note to the overall aroma. But man, these, I think the big mustard mama and the big caramel mama might be my favorite from the line. They're the best well-rounded one from heat, flavor, and really gonna put you down is gonna be the big black mama. But the mustard and the caramel, man, those are phenomenal. The caramel doesn't play around either, so looking for a heater, it's definitely between those two. But I'm gonna eat this real quick because it looks like my camera's dying here. Good thing I have this one running. But here we go. So this is the big mustard mama. Right off the bat, amazing taste, and then immediately, as you're chewing it, it's a burst of juiciness, hitting good, nice, earthy, and then straight from the earthiness into a very floral, bitter tone, with the floral nature really taking over. Overall, man, phenomenal pod. This one again, hitting really towards the back of the throat, and you know, lingering really more so in the throat on this one. Heat quite a bit hotter than the big yellow mama, and as I'm trying to get it all out of my teeth, man, another phenomenal one. Although the floral and bitter was not your thing, Big Yellow Mama is definitely going to be your go-to. This makes a phenomenal powder though, as I've had Big Mustard Mama powder, and it is pretty darn good. I use it a lot. I feel this one really flogging the back of the throat, but it's starting to ramp up as well in the mouth and heat up the chest. So all in all, phenomenal burn. And once again, just so that in case this dies, it's on camera, I want to say, if you were trying to get a box of peppers, fresh peppers, definitely hit up Jacob Deathridge of Deathridge Peppers. We'll have everything linked down below. Highly recommend picking up a box. But all in all, this is a very earthy, juicy, that goes into floral and bitter, and this is just flogging on the back of the throat. It is just pulsating with a nice heat and really ramping up. Every time I start to swallow and I salivate, it kicks up on the back of the mouth and really brings that burn forward. But man, I think this one is starting to get that eye to water a little bit on my left side. But all in all, phenomenal peppers. Camera's about to die, and wanted to just say, you know, hey, appreciate everyone who's checking out these videos. We'll continue to crank out more reviews over the next coming days, as I have a whole bunch more pods that have come in. Have you been keeping up on socials? I'm Brandon Swear, and from everything from the world of hot, this has been Scorching and Swearing.
This has been Scorching and Swearing with your host, Brandon Swear.